Hi everybody, today we're going to be taking the head off of this PW80 motor that we pulled off this bike that we got. The owner said it was locked up, so we're going to be pulling the head off to see if some seals are broken or something's broken on the engine. Today we were going to be pulling the head off of this PW80 motor. The owner said it was locked up, like I said earlier. This is the head. It has 4 bolts right here. And then a spark plug that goes right here, because the piston is right here in this area. Here is the gearbox. That's where the clutch is. And then we are also going to be looking inside here to see if maybe a seal's broken or piston's messed up. So we had to break these bolts loose because they were very tight. So they are size 10 mil. They are 10 millimeter. That's pretty normal for dirt bikes. My 4-wheeler's 10 millimeter on most bolts, but it is a tiny thing. So we're just gonna loosen these up. A little bit corroded.
Live like a billionaire with more Wi-Fi square footage. AT&T fiber with all fiber.
WD-40. This should help us loosen it up. See the 4 bolts right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're a little bit corroded, so we're just gonna touch a little WD-40 on them. Okay. Let that sit. Kind of unbolted a little bit. Okay. Alright, they are a little bit looser. I think this top right one was it's dirty. Like I said, we didn't own this before. There was another owner. So, a little bit rusty. It's definitely gotten used. But the motor's locked up, so we don't know why. So once we get these bolts out, we're going to pull the valve. We're going to pull the head off. So there's 2. And okay. So here are these 2 bolts. Okay. A little bit tight. Let me spray a little bit more WD-40 on this one. Use the softest. Alright. 4 nuts off. We're going to lift it up and pull the cover off. That's pretty corroded. That seems pretty bad. So that's pretty bad. And then there's the inside of that. It's looking a little bit bad too. I do not quite know what the whole thing is about that, but here's the cover that we just took off. A little bit dirty. We're gonna clean all this off before we put it back in. Alright, so there's that. Alright, so it's pretty rusty in there. We just saw that. We're gonna pull this off to see what it entails in there. So we're gonna get our screwdriver. I tapped it with this mallet right here. Pretty heavy, so we're gonna put our screwdriver in there and just pry it a little bit, because it is all aluminum. So we're going to lift it up We'll grab our screwdriver. Alright, that does not want to come off. We're going to have to do further work. So, we got it off a little bit further. It took some beating, but it does not want to come off. It's rusty. Been banging on it with a mallet. Figured it'd come out. But it does not want to come out. I mean, the bolts are... they're coming out slowly.
Ready for kickoff? You mean for the TurboTax Super Bowl file? The TurboTax Super Bowl.
I think this piston is really rusty. I don't know, we might have to, I think we're gonna have to clean it off. See that? And I'm just hitting it and rust is flying off. Alright, here's the other part of it. It's a little bit rusty. I mean, piston definitely rusted in one place. But overall, this looks okay. So we got the cover off. Here's the piston. It's kind of stuck. I'm just gonna set y'all down. And I'm gonna get my gloves on. It's pretty hot in here, even though it's 70 degrees outside. It's pretty hot in here. I need to get some fans. Okay, now we got the gloves on. We are going to, so I moved the piston around a little bit. Seems free. We're gonna pop that off later because it seems it's pretty rusty. So first of all, we're gonna lift it with the engine stand because I tore the paper up and I don't want to ruin this nice table. So I'm going to I have a chain hooked up to the engine bolts right there and right there. So it's not that heavy, but we're going to jack it up with the crane. Just a little bit. Just need to get some tension. Just gonna lift it up. Just up a little bit. And we're going to grab it. Bring it over here. I'm just going to move it right over here. Seems pretty sturdy. We're going to pull the parts off. I'm going to set it in our tub. We did get the exhaust off. When we pulled this cover off, they had it had 0 bolts coming through it. Seal's still good, so we don't want to mess that up. But, so, here's our pry bar that we used. We set that right there. I think these are for the engine mount. This fell out of the piston area when we re-hammered it. So, I don't quite know what that's from. We're gonna also set this in there. This probably weighs 5. It's pretty heavy for a tiny piece. We can get all of our sockets off. There's the inside. Okay, so now we're gonna pull the paper off. Oh, still got a screwdriver. That needs to come off. We're gonna set this right here. Sweep this off. It's pretty dirty. Okay. We're gonna walk over here and get our paper. Alright, we got the new paper replaced. So now we're going to take a look at the piston. So I think as I'm turning this knob, because when I pull the piston up and down, it wiggles just a little bit. Every time I rotate it, it moves. It moves in there, so it's moving the piston just a little bit. Other than that, yeah, it's definitely locked up pretty bad. Alright, so we just wanted to do some final messing around, and so as I said, we were twisting the piston, and it wasn't lit. So here's the shift lever. It's kind of cool that we have this open now, because you can see when we shift it, how everything moves around. So we just went into neutral. Now we're in first, and I think it's having problems shifting. But there's first. It's supposed to have 3 gears, I believe, is on the other one. So that's neutral, because we can grab this little rotor right here and twist it, no problem. Or we can grab the piston, or we can just grab this thing right here, which runs the chain kind of thing. We can just, so that's how a piston works. Goes in, fires. Spark plug is going to be right here. It's going to go in, combine fuel and air with spark, and it'll explode. Push this back, give this some combustion, and get it to. So yeah, I think that's that possibly is all we're gonna do today. The only last thing that we can maybe get done is pop this off and get the thing out in there, because let me grab the light. It's pretty bad, rusted wise in there. As you can see, it's shredded, so probably gonna we might take that off, but yeah. Okay, so as you saw, the piston and crankshaft was really rusted. So I went on to partzilla.com, very good website, and I looked at all the parts. It's going to cost about $800. So I don't think we're going to be fixing it unless we just pull $800 out, but that's a lot of money. So I think we're just going to put the PW80 motor away and try and put a Predator or something in there, change it up. But thanks for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe. See y'all next time.